Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Cognitive Recalibration podcast. As always, I'm your host, Shravan. We have Taran here with us.
Hello.
We're joined by returning guest, esteemed author, Brian Sherlock.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So today we're going to be talking about the MCU's latest edition, The Marvels. We thought you basically wanted to come on board for this one because you are a fan of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So we thought, this is probably the most suitable episode for you to come on
Because it has Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah, if you didn't know, the Marvels has Captain Marvel in it.
Yeah.
So Tara and I watched it last night. I for some reason I watched this twice. I'm still trying to figure out why I did that, but
Bad memory.
yeah. So yeah, I think it was partly because of that. So I watched it opening night, and then Tara and I watched it again last night, and I think you watched it
Last week.
Yeah, opening week. So we'll get into our thoughts on it. We'll do spoiler free first, and then we'll jump into spoilers later on. So in terms of background on the movie, it's directed by Nia DaCosta. She previously directed The Candyman 2021, and a smaller film before that. So this is only her third film, starring Brie Larson, everyone's favorite Captain Marvel
Person.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yes, person.
Yeah.
Taryn Paris, who's returning from her role in WandaVision.
From Paris. Yeah.
From Paris. Yeah, maybe she was in Paris and she...
I don't know.
Probably.
She could be still there. Yeah.
Iman Vellani from Ms. Marvel. So, and then we've got Nick Fury's in this movie again. So Samuel L. Jackson returns, and we've got Zoe Ashton as the...
Darben.
Yes, that...
Mrs. Hiddleston.
Is that
Tom Hiddleston's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she is Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, in real life. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
And
she's
in the MCU. That's Loki's wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that in season? Is that spoiler for season 2?
No.
Yeah. Cool. And we've got some other people, but that's a primary cast. What do you think the budget for this movie was? I just told you before, so you can't answer.
800 million. No, it's 140 million, I'm pretty sure.
It's 275 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
More than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And it's the lowest opening for a Marvel movie ever, opening weekend. So currently, box office wise, it's sitting at 117 million worldwide. Not looking good.
Nah.
Considering that just the production budget was 175 million. So once you put in, I don't know if they did a whole lot of marketing because of the actor strike and stuff, but once you factor all that in, it's not looking good in terms of getting the budget back. Another thing to mention is the runtime of this movie. It is the shortest Marvel movie. It comes in at 105 minutes. 105 minutes.
I thought it was 150. Shit.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So, it's short. Less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have seen the Marvel movies getting shorter recently. So most of them have been around 2 hours.
Yeah.
Apart from, I think we were saying...
Eternals, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Guardians.
Guardians. Yeah. The rest have been around that 2 hour mark. You've probably seen the trailer for this, but what's the story roughly for this movie? They're switching
Marvels.
places.
Yeah. Yeah, they... has to do with the bangle, and then they
It's like Freaky Friday where they're switching places.
Yeah.
The mum turns into the daughter.
Yeah.
And then they have to go to high school.
Yeah. You know what? That would have actually, if they did that movie with Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel.
What, Freaky Friday?
Just do Freaky Friday with Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
That would have probably been better than this. Because I reckon they could have explored some stuff. Like this similar story to this. Like Captain Marvel's doing similar stuff.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel's just doing high school stuff. I think that would have been a good movie.
I just came up with that
Yeah.
on the spot.
And you don't need, like, Monica Rambeau, do another thing with her. Like, you don't need her in this movie. Like, just do Freaky Friday with Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got the movie that we got. So let's jump into positives and negatives. We'll start with, I guess, positives.
Yeah. You definitely got to appreciate the chemistry between all 3 of them. It's like they definitely got a lot. You can definitely see them getting along well on the screen and all that. So, and yeah, just visuals, etc. Just there's sort of my negatives outweigh a lot of the positives. Like decent positives, but like the negatives are there.
Outweigh the
Yeah,
positives.
unfortunately,
Okay.
yeah.
The only other thing I'd add is I think the biggest positive for this movie is just Iman Vellani.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she is.
Like, I think without her in the movie, it would have been even worse than it was.
Yeah.
I think she adds a bit of comedy, bit of character, bit of energy.
Yeah,
to
she is a good addition to the MCU.
Yeah. Do you have anything in terms of positives?
There's a fight at the start that's pretty good, actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the first
fight it's like in 3 different locations.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
I like the cats. I like all the cats.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of cats in this movie.
Yeah. The cats are good.
Yeah.
Something else. Yeah, the cat. Yeah. I think, unfortunately, everyone except one person is pretty good in this movie, and I normally defend this person, but unfortunately, she's not very good in this movie.
Brie Larson?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Brie Larson's very good. I think she's really wooden.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think she was enjoying it, frankly. Well, why would she? Everyone fucking hates her. So, I don't blame her at all, but she's not very good in this.
Yeah. I mean, getting into negatives, I think, firstly, I think the version of the movie that we got is not the version that they intended initially, or they wrote initially. There's definitely stuff that's cut out of this movie. It feels very disjointed. Like
it's
editing,
chicken wing.
That's right. You might have to explain what that means out of context, but you have an analogy in terms
of, it's you could say a big action movie that's like well received and all that. It's a roast chicken, like lots of meat on the bone, but not a lot of depth. But then there are some other movies that are sort of similar caliber but poorer quality. So you got drumstick, but then the chicken wings are basically
not much substance.
Yeah.
But you kind of get short-term entertainment.
Yeah.
There's like conflict in the movie that gets resolved pretty much immediately. Like there's multiple conflicts, and then like the very next scene, it's just resolved.
Yeah,
and it just it happens like that over and over.
The editing is just very choppy.
Except for when the first fight scene and all that. But
even that. Like I think the logic around or the mechanism with which this shifting thing occurs. That's first. It's not explained very well. Like why is this even happening? And they kind of pick and choose who shifts. Because it's not all of them all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel, or sometimes it's only 2 of them, but sometimes it's all of them. So it's like, how does this thing work?
Yeah. And it says if they're all using their powers at the same time and all that. So
yeah. But there's instances when they're all fighting and they're kind of all using their powers, but not all of them switch.
Yeah.
So it got a bit confusing as to how this thing actually works. And the villain.
Darben.
It was just like,
I don't think she's any worse than some other Marvel villains. Like there's not, they're not the greatest. In general. She's probably as good as Ronan the Accuser, her predecessor.
Yeah.
She's essentially that character.
Yeah.
She's even got the hammer and all of that.
Yeah.
I think Ronan, he just maybe had a bit more screen time than this villain, so maybe we got a little bit more about him because he does have some interaction with Thanos and stuff in Guardians, and
he's been more. Ronan's a lot more memorable, but Darben, she's a chicken wing character. So
yeah. There's really nothing.
I don't know. With both of them, you kind of don't get any. Well, you don't care. Like there's nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
It's a classic Marvel villain. Pretty much. It's really no substance.
Yeah. And there's some segments in this movie that people really didn't enjoy. This is more mixed for me. Like there's a segment where they go to a couple of planets in this. So without spoiling anything, we can jump into it in spoilers. But there's one part, I think it was meant to be comedic.
Yeah.
This
I
planet
think that took a swing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if it hit.
Yeah.
I thought some of this movie was pretty funny though.
Yeah. I think all the parts with Ms. Marvel are pretty funny, and some parts with her family. I think the parts with her family are funny, but I also question whether they need to be in this movie as much as they are.
As much as they are. Yeah.
I think they were literally in it just for comedic relief.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was funny-ish. That part wasn't that funny. I think it was meant to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very disjointed.
Yeah.
In the end, like, I think they tried. There's a couple of teasers at the end, and I think people are going to walk out thinking this was actually better than it was. I think
I don't think so.
90% of the movie is not good.
The global reception of this is not great.
Not
so
great,
I don't think people walked out of it thinking it was
I think
great.
Marvel were hoping that they'd walk out.
Yeah.
With like there's a couple of teasers thinking, oh yeah, this movie was better than it was. But I think people have fallen for that trick too many times.
Yeah. And they're fed up with it.
Yeah. So like the teasers aren't really going to work, and like also the ones they have, I don't even know when they're going to pay those off, because like they've teased a lot so far in phase 4 and 5.
Yep.
And so far basically nothing has. I don't even know when they're going to pay off some of this stuff, like when it's even going to happen.
In 5 years, maybe.
Like probably not even that. Like the stuff they've announced, I don't know if any of this is even going to come through in those. So
Marvel is starting to choke. So
yeah. So
it is choking. So
yeah. Unfortunately, it's another negative. Is it better than The Flash?
I didn't say that.
So that's his new rating now.
Yeah.
So like
okay.
Yeah, so is it better than
I think it's the same as the Flash.
Really?
Like on par Flash. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Which is not good.
No, because I hate the Flash.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a cognitive regression for me. It's like I was hoping watching it twice I might see like some of what they were trying to do with this movie.
It's thankfully quite short though.
It is quite short. I think that is in a way it's a positive, but I think if they added more, there was stuff they cut out definitely. So if they kind of had a bit more of the story in it in terms of the backstory for all of the characters, because they kind of just appear in this movie, all of them, it would have maybe helped a bit.
Yeah.
Another thing I'll say is generally these movies tend to be not independent, but like you don't have to watch the TV shows to watch the movies.
Yeah.
You can kind of get what's going on. But I think for this, you kind of do have to watch WandaVision and Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
Definitely I think WandaVision, like that character, you wouldn't know who this character is at all. You might have heard about Ms. Marvel a bit, and they do have a little bit of story with her and her family in this.
Yeah.
Very little, but there's little there. But I think it would actually be helpful if you do watch them.
Is she in something else?
She was in Monica.
Yeah.
She was in the first Marvel movie, but
as a kid.
As a kid.
Basically,
Anna Paris in anything else?
She was
in Marvel.
I don't think she is. No, it's
just WandaVision.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And there's another thing around her character motivation.
Yeah, that was
just
really
did
weak.
Not make sense.
Yeah. I was expecting more of a conflict between her and Carol.
I expected the conflict they have wasn't a very good one.
Nah.
The reasoning for her conflict with Carol was just not very strong at all.
She just never came back.
Yeah, I mean,
except when Maria was having cancer and all.
Yeah, and we can get into that more in spoilers. What do you rate this movie?
Well, you may recall when I saw Love and Thunder, I was really pissed off about that. Like it was just, for me, that's the worst Marvel movie at the moment. So I had to
go. For me, it's still worse than this.
So after that, I really needed a hit of indie cinema. So I was like looking at all these indie movies and all that.
Yeah.
But in this case, I don't need to rush off to the indie cinema because I'm not that mad with this movie. Yeah. But it could have been so much better. So
yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I think in terms of the worst Marvel movies, which is the way we talk about Marvel movies now,
it's a step above Love and Thunder, definitely.
I think it's better than Love and
Thunder.
Thunder.
Quantumania level.
Yeah, and it's probably about the same as Quantumania. Maybe a bit better. Quantumania was
maybe a little bit better than Quantumania.
Yeah. I'm still sort of getting my head around the negativity for Quantumania because I personally didn't have a problem with it.
I think because it had Kang, who's meant to be the main villain for this whole thing.
Yeah.
The way they treated him in that wasn't great. And also there's a lot of other stuff in the movie. You can listen to our review of it, but we didn't think it was that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was probably, there's a bit more entertainment in this just because of Ms. Marvel. Yeah.
It is a bit mid though.
Yeah.
I would probably rather it be dog shit, just like complete crap, and then I would probably find it a bit more entertaining. But it's very mid-level.
Yeah.
It's not amazing. It's not. Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah. I feel like they should just take huge swings now. Just like fucking go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, they've all been a bit like playing it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. Like even the Multiverse of Madness, Quantumania.
Yeah.
I just
Love
want
and
them to
Thunder
take
is
like
just-
a huge swing. Just like, I don't know, fucking kill a character.
Yeah.
If they killed Miss Marvel in this, imagine that.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. I think if they killed Captain Marvel, people might have actually liked this movie.
I don't blame Brie Larson to not want to do this role anymore. Because like the minute she got the role, even before she was in any movies,
Yeah,
everyone
people-
hated her immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. I think the only person that was actually enjoying their time was probably Iman Vellani in this movie.
Yeah.
Because I could tell, like, Brie Larson, I don't think she wanted to be there. I don't think Taryn Paris looked particularly interested either in the role.
Yeah.
Nick Fury, like Samuel L. Jackson, was just
He just does it.
he was just quipping throughout. He was just doing whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, a negative review.
Yeah.
I'm hoping these get better,
Yeah.
but I'm not that hopeful anymore. Next year, it's just Deadpool 3,
Yeah.
which is technically not even.
We might have
How connected is that going to be to all of this?
Very.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to have Frasier on it.
Okay. That's a mild spoiler, I guess. Yeah. Frasier might be in this movie.
Frasier Crane, psychologist on the radio. Yeah.
So, should we jump into spoilers? If there's nothing else we can
Yeah.
talk about in terms of non-spoiler. All right. Spoilers. So obviously, if you haven't seen not Captain Marvel, well, Captain Marvel's a prequel to this. So if you haven't seen Captain Marvel and the Marvels,
Yeah.
go
Walk away.
by all means go and watch it. Come back to this point in the episode and listen to our spoilers. So the first fight scene, we can start there. It kind of gets into it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The first scene's with the villain. She finds the bangle.
Yeah.
Also, this bangle thing. How does Kamala get one of them?
Yeah.
Because the other one's in space.
Yeah.
So how did her grandma get?
That's a big plot hole there.
Yeah.
And like it's career related, but then the clandestine and their light dimension wants it, etc. So there's as you said, there's a lot of loose ends.
Yeah, and
I thought she couldn't use her powers unless she had the bangle.
correct.
I also thought that as well.
But then she does.
Yeah.
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 Maybe it'd be a case of the mutant gene is sort of activating it in some way, or
Oh yeah, there was a thing around
is
her.
it in Miss Marvel she
Yeah.
uses it without the bangle?
I think she does.
No,
Does she?
I thought she always had the bangle on, but there is that thing at the end of Miss Marvel where they say that she's a mutant.
Yeah.
They do.
Gene
yeah.
mutant hybrid.
Yeah. So maybe like the bangle unlocked her powers in some way and she can use
Also, Miss Marvel's powers look like shit. I thought that would
I
make
thought
them
they'd
look
make it
better.
better.
People were
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
pissed
But
with
it
their
looks
power.
really bad.
it looks just like it did in this show, and that was not good.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was like, show budget, fair enough.
Yeah.
This is movie budget. This is like
People
one of the biggest budget movies of the year, and it still looks terrible.
Hmm.
Yeah. And she doesn't really use her powers like I thought she would. Like there was just one part where she like makes her hand big.
Makes
and
the hand.
Yeah.
I thought she would do more of that.
She's
Yeah.
just
Stuff.
making like blocks,
Just
like
like-
blocks of ice. They
It's like
look like.
plates of
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they would. Yeah. I was a bit disappointed in the way they used her powers, but her character was good overall.
Yeah.
So we start with she finds the bangle, and then you see Kamala. She's like, "Where's the other one?"
and like
then
everything really handily happens at the same time, which
yeah, that also like it's all related to this bangle, right?
Yeah.
But and they create this vortex because of the bangle. But why don't they switch places with what's her name?
Darben.
Darben as well, because she's got a bangle.
Yeah.
Why isn't she impacted by this switching thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they never explain why this thing's like they kind of do in some like tech jargon
Yeah.
that Monica spits out, but like it doesn't make any sense.
Like it's not the big swings that you want.
No.
Yeah.
I want someone to die.
Ms. Marvel should have just died the first time they switch, because for some reason she switches
breathe in
into
space. the spacesuit.
yeah, like
Yes.
like she switches into the spacesuit, but like the other people, when they switch, they don't switch into.
There's a
like,
lot of convenience
Yeah.
happening in this movie.
yeah. So she should have just died straight away,
Yeah.
technically, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff they don't really explain with how this switching thing works. But yeah, when the first time they switch, Captain Marvel's in space somewhere,
Yeah.
investigating something. Monica Rambeau's also in space,
Yeah.
similar area, I think, doing something.
They're far apart now, but then
Oh, okay, like that's another thing. Like, where people just get to places really quickly in this.
yeah.
So after the first fight scene, firstly they switch. I'm pretty sure they switched multiple times in this, but like the way they cut it, I don't understand, because like Monica's speaking with Nick Fury. And she's like, "Oh, I think this thing's happening," and then I think that's still the same scene. Like they've switched already once, and then she's explaining to Nick Fury, and then they're switching again. It's all still the same sequence. So I don't know how like time is working in this thing as well. But anyway, the first fight scene happens, and then Nick Fury and Monica Rambeau are in New Jersey, like in Ms. Marvel's doorstep.
Yeah.
So
I think they're on the space station.
Yeah, they're on the
Outside
space
of Earth.
station. Yeah.
Above Earth.
They were coming down.
And then Captain Marvel's in
somewhere else.
she's in some
Other galaxy.
yeah.
It was on Hala or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But I think she flies back.
Yeah.
I don't know
Pretty
how
quickly.
fast she can fly, but yeah.
She's in the jump points as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they do switch. I think Ms. Marvel switches with her, and then that's how she ends up in Earth, right?
She comes back to Earth, but then she flies back. I think they all fly back.
Yeah.
Do they? There's-
Oh no.
There's a part where she's falling out of the sky because
Yeah.
Captain Marvel tries to
Yeah.
fly back, and then they
Oh,
switch
and then
again.
they
And then
double
she does
switch.
fly there.
Yeah.
Then Captain Marvel does fly there because both of them are on the
And then
enemies.
Captain Marvel flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she must just fly really quickly.
Yeah.
Or she
It's
uses
faster
jump
flying,
points.
yeah.
Also, Captain Marvel, we've already established that she's extremely overpowered.
Yeah.
She almost took down Thanos by herself.
Yeah.
But she's struggling to beat this Darban character.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you can't have it both ways. You can't say she's overpowered and then say that she can't beat. Then she's not strong enough to beat this person.
I think she should have beaten this person quite easily. So
Yeah.
I'm
Then
trying
the
to
movie would be finished.
so because there's other parts, she like ignites a sun by herself.
Yeah.
So like there's parts where she's clearly overpowered, but then there's parts where she's struggling. So I'm like, how does this?
I think it's because the bangle
She took some
takes
of the
powers. Yeah.
Okay, so when they were switching, she wasn't as powerful as she normally is.
Well, she can't use her powers as normal because they keep
just
switching.
Yeah.
And then also when she uses it, the bangle takes the powers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, if you that logic, there wouldn't be a movie. Like essentially, what you're saying is that in the first 5 minutes, she should have killed Darban, and for the rest of the time, it's Freaky Friday.
Yeah,
which is not the worst, but like,
yeah, that's fine. I just want Freaky Friday.
Yeah,
No, it would have made sense if they did switch and it was Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel's body.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel doesn't know how to use Captain Marvel's powers, so like she wouldn't have been as overpowered. She has to deal with Darban as Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel's body, and then Captain Marvel has to deal with high school homework.
Yeah.
why wouldn't they go and meet each other though?
Huh? Because they trying to figure out what's happening, and then it takes them time to figure out what's happening.
Okay, and she would just go to school while she's figuring out.
Well, she has to go to school because their parents think this is Kamala.
Okay,
Yeah.
And like
I don't think Captain Marvel would go to school.
Yeah, I think like
I just don't see that happening.
you just make a phone out of like in the first one, she just made a phone out of Interstellar's phone or whatever out of the payphone, just like call Fury and get her out of this shit.
Yeah. Or maybe she'll try to get in touch with Fury
Yeah.
as Kamala.
Yeah,
And
I mean, they already have a
Fury
file
will
on
be
her,
what
so
are you? Yeah, I mean, he knows who she is. So,
I think it would take a couple of steps to get her to go to school.
well,
I think it would be like a situation where it's like, okay, we got to figure out how to fix this, but in the meantime, don't
gotta
tell
go to school.
anyone.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone. We got to just figure this out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people will panic. So
I'm
then
pretty
she
sure her
has to go to
parents
school.
wouldn't like if she's like, I am Captain Marvel. they'd just be like, "What are you talking?"
They don't know who she is.
Yeah.
She's fucking weird anyway, so it's like,
Yeah, yeah,
that's probably within character.
Yeah, that's right. So it was just, I think that would have been a funner movie, and you would have been able to get Ms. Marvel's friends from the show as well.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, Nakia.
Nakia and Bruno. He's gone off to school somewhere, but yeah.
You know, they could have done
Yeah.
something there. But anyway, anything else spoiler wise?
Sanjun Park is in this movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't know who he is, but I think I know who he is.
He's in a lot of
He's a K-pop star.
K-dramas. Yeah.
Like-
So people are not happy that he wasn't in this
Yeah.
movie as much as they
He was really underutilized.
Yeah.
Basically, he just says, "Okay, yeah, just do
Also,
that."
is he alive?
He might be dead.
Because they don't ever go back to that planet, and they're just
No.
sucking water out of it.
Yeah.
Actually, he might be fine. There's just no water on that planet.
Yeah.
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 Well, so Hala, the motivation for this villain is she wants to suck air out of one planet.
Yeah.
She wants to suck water out of
Sucking
one.
air out of a planet is worse than sucking water out of a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wants to
Sunlight from Earth.
steal the sun.
And the sun's the worst because that would also, everyone would die.
Yeah.
Everyone dies from the sun. Everyone dies from the air. I think like it would be bad. You'll die, but it'll take a longer time to die with
Firstly,
the water. Yeah.
And also this planet, so for decades it hasn't had sun, water, or air.
But they got
There's still people living on
they
this
got
planet.
that. They got that oxygen tanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
There's like thousands of people still living.
They're getting by.
They're shipping in order.
So like, yeah. Anyway, the whole motivation, the whole logic around stealing
Yeah.
stuff from other planets just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but like Hala was always a shit planet anyway, so
But there was an interesting plot point in this where they do explore like Captain Marvel wasn't actually, she destroys the AI,
yeah.
but it ends up being worse than
Yeah.
before. And they call it the Annihilator.
Yeah.
So there was something there, and they could have done a bit of tension. There could have been a bit of tension between Ms. Marvel and Captain Marvel, because Ms. Marvel idolizes Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But then if she finds out that Captain Marvel's actually not
Yeah.
all that she thought she was,
Yeah.
it could have been a bit of, a bit of tension and conflict there. But they just breeze over that. Like she explains it, and then Ms. Marvel's like, yeah, that's all good. You're still cool.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
chicken wing movie. Chicken wing.
Yeah. And the conflict between Monica and
Yeah.
Carol. So, like, from memory, so I haven't seen Captain Marvel that many times, but I'm pretty sure they don't even spend that much time together. Like, is it like a week that Carol is, because she's a Kree for a bit.
Yeah.
She comes back to Earth. She reunites with Maria.
Yeah.
She's not there for that long. She doesn't spend that much time with the kid.
There was before that and all that. So
But that was before
Carol-
she was born.
yeah.
That was before Maria was born. So,
No, Monica was
sorry, Monica.
yeah,
was born.
Monica was around when
Yeah.
Carol got taken by the Kree.
Yeah.
So Maria was was playing mum when Carol was taken.
Yeah.
Like there was that pre-existing relationship, but then when she comes back, Monica's all happy her aunt's back. But then when that's one reaction in one division where you think, oh, something's happened,
Yeah.
and we don't get much at all in the resolution or conflict.
Yeah. Well, she's a kid, and I think Carol says something like, I'll be back in order or something. And she like bases her whole life on that one line that Carol says. Like, obviously, if she hasn't come back, she's Captain Marvel, so she's doing
things.
important things.
Yeah.
She's probably got a reason why she didn't come back.
Yeah.
It's
because she killed Hala.
Is it because her mum died and she didn't come see her after her mum died?
She came back. She came during the blip.
She did come. Well, it turns out she did come
But
back.
maybe she didn't know that.
Yeah, she didn't know that. She didn't know that until that they put on that memory.
Yeah. So maybe it's because she didn't see her mum because her mum died of cancer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel like she didn't have to hold a vendetta against her for.
No.
I don't know if she did hold a vendetta though. Is it more that Captain Marvel didn't want to see her rather than she has no way of contacting her.
Yeah. I think she just wanted her to come back, but like Captain Marvel was doing Captain Marvel, so she couldn't come back. But anyway, And I guess that she doesn't have any other family as such.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just thought it was a thin
It was really thin.
motivation. Another thing that happens in this movie is when they go to the first planet where they're sucking air out of it.
Tarnax.
And again, there's a bit of a conflict there with Ms. Marvel where she wants to save everyone, but then Captain Marvel's like, no, we'll save who we can.
Yeah.
Again, that could have been a point where she starts to see that Captain Marvel isn't all that she thought she was, but next scene, all's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you got Valkyrie rocking up.
Yeah, that happened as well.
Yeah, it's like I saw this, heard this. Oh, okay, what's Valkyrie doing? Like, I get that they were friends after the battle, the end game, because they were fighting together.
Yeah.
But
so, like, Captain Marvel had time to become friends with Valkyrie, but she didn't have time to go back and see Monica.
Yeah, good question. Yeah,
because Valkyrie lives on Earth now. As well.
Plus there was really no need to put. I mean, she's looking after the scrolls, but like Valkyrie's presence really was not.
And it sounds like they're like pretty close friends and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, Carol does not give off lesbian vibes at all because like. I mean, Valkyrie is bisexual, though they did a shit job portraying her as that. But it's like I'm really not convinced with this intimate relationship.
They kind of breeze. I don't know if it was meant to be an actual relation. Like they breeze over it, so it could be. But yeah, she's also married to this other guy. So
yeah, that was a political
Central
marriage.
Park,
yeah.
She married into K-pop.
Yeah. The musical thing. What did you? The musical plan. What did you think of that?
He's like this. I'm not against it. Like
there was some funny parts.
Yeah,
I like the part when they're walking up and like
they're dancing.
Well, only Miss Marvel's dancing and the other two aren't.
Yeah.
And
like, why aren't you dancing? And I think it was Carol.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. She's like, I am dancing. Yeah. Which is like kind of self-conscious kind of thing. Like she is kind of wooden. So yeah, that was all right.
I think her character is too wooden. Like they've told her to play it really wooden.
Carol.
Yeah. And it's too wooden.
Yeah.
Like there's not enough emotion.
Yeah. And I think Monica, she seems like a normal person apart from that one motivation.
Yeah.
Which seems a bit out of character. But like apart from that, she seems reasonably normal, but she's also kind of boring.
Yeah. Yeah. Iman Vellani is saving this movie as she can. So
pretty much.
I guess if they were all too wacky, it would get annoying as well.
Yeah.
Like some of them have to play it straight.
Yeah.
But I think it was too straight.
Yeah. And then there's the Flirkin Cats episode.
I like.
So they do. I mentioned this yesterday, but they have. Is it memories from the musical Cats that plays during that sequence? Yeah. The musical number during that sequence is from the musical Cats.
On the water planet, not.
No. At the end where they're using the cats to suck up all the people on the space.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you didn't notice that, that's a reference to cats because they're using cats to do stuff. I thought that was okay.
I like the cats. Yeah. I like all the cats.
Also, a subplot that was probably not needed.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you see the eggs and all that, and I think, has Darben done something to this station as well? Because I was sort of half expecting her to have connection to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard a spoiler
completely disconnect. It was just a separate thing that was happening.
Just cats. Just cats happening.
I was like, I heard the spoiler about Goose having kittens and all that. Like, and the kittens saving everyone from that station and that, but like, just it was not needed. Although you do like cats, so yeah.
I mean, like it was kind of a thing to. It was an entertaining sequence, but it doesn't save the movie.
Nah,
like it's just
it's just cats.
Yeah. We could talk about Kamala's family. So I think the part where they're on Earth, at the start,
that made sense. Yeah,
it makes sense that they're there. It makes no sense why they're in space. Like why they're there.
Yeah,
just because they want it to be. Like But when Monica and Fury go to their place first, and then Kamala asks her what Saber stands for, and Monica explains what it is, and then Fury's like, "That's classified," but he takes them to the space shuttle that Saber exists on.
Yeah, I'm still wrapping my head around it because like why didn't Shield, but then Sword just miraculously shows up. They should have something that felt like he should have established at the same time or something.
So this was Saber.
Yeah.
It's a separate thing.
It's a different one. Sword
was started by Maria.
Sword gets destroyed in one division because that guy goes crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That guy, is he.
And then Shield gets destroyed because of the.
That's a Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And this is
stuff.
It's just like Earth conveniently has a big space station, and I think it's like
And also, so you're saying this is after Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Is this actually after Secret Invasion? Because Nick Fury in this is just a different character.
I don't know and I don't care.
Because he's just like in that he's all grim and
Secret Invasion can go in the bin and never come out.
Yeah, to be honest, that could just be like a different universe.
It's like an alternate reality.
Yeah. some other thing that happened somewhere else.
Yeah.
And this is, this could be another thing that happened somewhere else as well. So, yeah. Anything else? Any other? We can jump into the end, the little teasers that they had.
Yeah.
But was there anything else?
I liked one of the teasers and I did like the other. Well, I did not like it. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
Which teaser?
So I think the one at the end of the movie where Kamala goes to meet Hawkeye.
I like that one.
That was
I did like Kate Bishop. She was
and she's obviously doing the Nick Fury thing. How she's
young Avengers.
Yeah, it's fun. It's she's doing the Nick Fury thing, but not well, which is kind of funny.
Well.
Yeah.
And it's like you're in where she says you're in a bigger universe. It's like everyone knows that now already. Like you don't have to say that anymore. And she also mentions that Ant-Man has a daughter, so that's going to be another person. Kamala mentions that, so she's like, "Oh, Ant-Man." In the end, yeah. So she's like, "Ant-Man has a daughter," and she's obviously recruiting these young Avengers. Yeah. I thought that was good, but when are they doing this young Avengers thing? 'Cause they haven't mentioned anything about it, unless it's going to be
10 years from now, Matt.
It's too late. Like,
unless they're secretly filming it right now.
Yeah, like they're not going to be young anymore in 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
well, they made Fury young in Captain Marvel.
It's also funny how she's like, "Do you think you're the only young Avenger?" And she's like, "I'm 23."
That's true. She's not that young.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ant-Man's daughter's not that young either.
Nah, 18 plus.
Yeah. Kamala's she's high school.
High school. Yeah.
But I think if they do a young Avengers,
I think it'll be good. I think all the young characters are pretty decent. Yeah.
So it'll be Kamala, Hawkeye,
Cassie,
woman, or what's her name? She's got a name.
She's gonna get a name at some point.
Stature or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
They are Wanda's kids. They want to put Wanda's kids into it.
So how do they fit into this? Because I thought they were like
America Chavez.
Yes.
She'll definitely. She's in the same universe as Kamala, so she's on the.
I think Tom Holland would be in it.
Yeah.
I think they need
once they remember him.
I think they need Spider-Man in it, and he can be like the leader.
He can be their Fury
because he's the.
I think he'll be like Iron Man.
Yeah.
He'll
be like the Iron Man.
And there was a lot of comparisons between Kamala and Peter Parker and all that, which you can definitely see those.
Yeah, when he was. Yeah, because he's going to be the older one. Yeah. Anyone else we're missing? There was like a Captain.
There's like the young Captain America guy.
Yeah, which they hinted at in what was that show? Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Oh, wait, Torres?
No, that guy's the young Falcon, but he's not that young.
Yeah.
He's like he's the Black Captain America's son.
Oh yeah.
The original Isaac. Yeah.
Oh, his grandson.
Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah, his grandson.
His grandson. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Ironheart.
There's
Ironheart as well.
There's Hulk's son.
Ironheart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that.
Shuri definitely should be a contender for that one.
Is she young?
Oh yeah, Ironheart. Yeah.
Ironheart would be in it. Yeah. I don't know if Shuri counts anymore.
She's old. Oh, it's Black Panther's son.
Yeah.
They're the one they're looking at.
Young, but yeah.
Too young.
No. Get him in. He's like 6 years old. Get him in.
Nakia's probably going to keep him on that island for as long as she can.
Yeah.
Well, Wanda's children are also like 6.
Yeah, they're pretty young.
Yeah.
But they
age themselves.
Yeah.
And
I think it would be funny if there's just a 6-year-old Black Panther on the team.
One of them's going to be in the Agatha show. Yeah, he's
one
going
of
to
the
be.
kids.
Yeah, one of Wanda's kids. He's going to be in Agatha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That show's still happening? I thought it was.
They're
think it is.
postponing it because they don't know what they're doing.
I think now that we've mentioned it, I really want a 6-year-old Black Panther to be on the team, and I want that to be a thing.
You want it to be. You want a kitten in the movie. You want it to be more kittens.
Well, it looks like they got it.
I'll be very disappointed if they don't put him in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Well, if it is in 10 years' time, like he'll be
old. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be old enough. But these guys won't be young. So,
No,
yeah.
and just be Avengers again.
Yeah. But no, I think that will be good. Like out of the young characters, I think all the young characters are pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Pretty
Like,
decent.
Yeah.
Kate Bishop's pretty good as
Yeah.
well. So
It's just the execution that's the big issue.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Because there is a Secret Wars movie, so maybe they'll
Oh, yeah.
split the young and the older Avengers apart, and the young Avengers have to
I heard
do
that
something.
Wolverine's going to be leading that one.
I've
Sounds
heard
like a
lot of
bullshit
things.
rumor, but that's
I've
all
heard
rumor.
a lot of rumors about it.
Yeah.
Most of them are probably not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the tease you liked, right?
That was a tease I liked.
Yeah. So the one
Yeah.
that was
The other one is Frasier doing radio.
yeah. So
Although he did when he originally played Beast, he was like, yeah, that was like, yeah, he did okay in that one.
yeah, and they did.
Long time ago.
It wasn't CGI; it was makeup.
Yeah.
for that one. So,
He's like, he's probably relieved they doesn't have to sit in a chair for 5
yeah,
hours.
yeah, and they probably didn't have time for him to do that anyway. It
Because
sounds like
he's doing Frasier.
Yeah.
He's
That's
doing
fair,
new
yeah.
Frasier. Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of people have mentioned that he looks like the Beast. So this is what happens in the end credit scene. You've already seen it,
Yeah.
but Monica goes
in.
into a portal or something at the end of the movie. Like
Yeah.
she's also like she
Why
could
did
have
she
got
fix
out.
it from that side?
She could have got out. Like yeah, she could have fixed it from
Why
the
did
other
she
side.
fix it from
Yeah.
that side? Though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was enough time for her to get out. Like,
Yeah.
she didn't have to sacrifice herself. But anyway, she does that, and she ends up in a alternate dimension where
Need a pat whack on the
No,
back.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
she ends up in an alternate dimension where she meets a version of her mother who
She's binary in that one.
binary.
Yeah, so she's basically
Captain Marvel.
another Carol variant.
Yeah. Which we saw a version
Yeah.
of that in
Yeah, but she did,
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that
She got one division.
yeah. So she sees a version of her mother. She thinks it's her mother, but
Yeah.
it's obviously a much younger version, firstly.
Yeah.
And then Beast walks in.
Yeah.
The Beast that looks like the Beast from the 90s animated series, apparently,
Okay.
people are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they are doing a revival of that series
yeah,
as
yeah.
well on Disney Plus. So, like, people are saying that somehow, like, that the animated version is somehow
Yeah.
connected to the MCU, like one of the alternate dimensions.
It's a mess. But yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that-
he turns up. He says some stuff. He says some key words like Charles and
Yeah.
some other stuff.
Establishes that she's a murderous.
Frasier
Yeah.
radio show.
Yeah. And then that's it.
Then
That was it.
there's got the X-Men.
Yeah, it's got the X-Men. They're in the X-Men
Yeah.
mansion. There's a big X in the back.
Yeah. 2 more and it's a porno theater, but yeah, it wasn't nice.
yeah. Yeah, that's it, right? And then she's like, "Who are you?" And then
Yeah.
Maria's like, "Oh,
I mean, they've finally actually established X-Men now. So you got that thing, well, they're going to do it or not? I mean, okay.
yeah." Because in WandaVision they teased it,
Mm.
and they kind of it was just a joke in the end. with
Yeah.
Pete what's his name? Peter Evans.
Pete Davidson, yeah.
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 It's not Pete Davidson.
I still hate
Different
I
guy.
still hate them regardless. But they are what was it? Shit.
Because everyone thought he was Quicksilver, but it was just some guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was Roy or Ralph. He was Ralph.
Boner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough boner, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, the mutants are slowly established in the established
Yeah,
universe,
and
but then the
Ms.
others,
Marvel's a mutant, apparently.
yeah,
So.
and Namor as well. So
Namor, yeah.
yeah, but now they can sort of jump ahead and not have to. Because
But are they going to use the character, like the actors from original X-Men?
yeah, there were some good casting choices, but
They're all a bit old now, though.
yeah, they are old, but like there was still reason. I would like to see Rebecca Romaine come back as Mystique because
Instead of Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh fuck, fuck me, son. Yeah, it's just like
Because the X-Men movies are convoluted in their own way. Because they've got the young versions and then they've got the old versions.
Oh god.
And then they did the Days of Future Past where they both come together and all of that. So
they made a mess they can't clean up, so they're just using the.
So I thought they would have just started fresh and just got everyone new rather than continue with the old actors.
But still, they picked some really good people for the original one.
Yeah, definitely. Like Ian
New
McKellen.
Cyclops, please, because he was just fucking boring in that one.
Oh, James Marsden.
Yeah. A better Cyclops, please.
Yeah. Well, Hugh Jackman's coming back in Deadpool 3.
Yeah. I would like to see don't want to see Halle Berry come back as Storm because she was really all over the place with there. So
yeah.
They got Janelle Monáe's on a wish list to play Storm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think she'd do all right now.
There was that younger Storm in the...
Yeah, no. Like Storm was really screwed up.
Yeah. And then there was... Who was Jean in the younger Jean?
Sophie Turner.
Sophie Turner.
Who ironically did not have the same color eyes as the older Jean. So yeah.
She didn't have the same color eyes.
Nah,
she's got blue eyes, right?
Famke Janssen has brown eyes.
Yeah.
Or really dark ones. Like Sophie Turner does not. So how are you going to explain that, kids?
She's a mutant. She can change her.
They're not shapeshifters
here. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see because I like some of the younger cast as well. Like, I like Michael Fassbender. And
yeah, he was good. Yeah. Although Ian McKellen wants to keep acting, but you got to sort of.
I think him and Patrick Stewart are just too old now.
I think they need. Well, they want to keep doing it, which is fine. But like, this is a really distinctively physically based roles, and I mean, they did very good jobs in that. Like, the time's running out, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have to see. I just thought they'd start fresh, but it looks like they're not. Yeah.
It's an alternate universe, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could still start fresh.
They can recast.
Yeah.
That's not the MCU. Well, it is the MCU.
It is now, but it's not the timeline.
Yeah, that's
MCU.
not, yes.
So I think in the main MCU timeline, I don't think the X-Men actually exist in the form.
Yeah. I mean, mutants are emerging, but not the X-Men.
Yeah.
If they end up doing Secret Wars, what's going to happen is they're just going to have lots of portals that come up.
Yeah.
And then everyone's going to come through.
Yeah.
Fraser will be there with his radio. And everyone will be there.
Yeah.
And they fight a bunch of people. And then everyone goes back into their portals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
So that's the only time we'll see this guy ever again.
Beast.
Yeah. He'll be, I highly doubt it'll be more than a 2 to 3 second scene where you see him walk through a portal and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they're going to pay all this stuff off. Like,
it'll just be a bunch of people walking through portals.
Just waving.
And they've already, the novelty of that is faded.
But there'll be more people walking through portals this time. Yeah.
More
recognizable people.
And a Spider-Man 3. So, yeah.
Yeah. So, I heard that they're probably going to bring Tobey Maguire.
Everyone's going to walk through a portal.
I heard something about that, yeah.
Everyone that's ever been in Marvel movies.
Name a person.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
He's going to walk through a portal. He'll be there. He'll be Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil variant. Yeah. Elektra's back.
Yeah.
I'm
actually
Deadpool.
eager to see what she's doing. Cause
Deadpool 3, yeah. So, yeah. But I think the novelty of this whole thing, I think people are over it. You can't just have cameos.
It's just movies now and TV shows.
You kind of have to have some substance. Also, when are they going to... I was thinking about all the post-credit scenes that we've had so far. So there was something in Shang-Chi. When are they going to talk about that?
Yeah. With the rings.
Yeah. Yeah, the rings and the origin of the rings. They haven't announced the Shang-Chi 2, right?
Nah.
And then Eternals, there was that stuff with Kit Harington and the sword.
They're all going to walk through portals. Yeah. Don't worry. Everyone's going to walk through a portal.
Yeah.
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 Kit Harington will walk through a portal.
Yeah.
And then the sword will be there.
Blade will rock up.
Huh?
Yeah, Blade will rock up.
Yeah, the Blade will walk through a portal.
Yeah.
Independently.
Yeah.
The One Direction will come back as well. So
Harry Styles will walk through a portal.
Yeah, Harry Styles. What's going on with him? And
yeah. They have lost serious focus on it.
Yeah. So
hence me going to see an indie movie if I need to see it.
Yeah. Well, there's also the Wonka movie coming out. Which is okay.
He'll walk through a portal.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
it'll bring Hugh Grant with him in his little jar.
All the different variants of Timothy Chalamet, like June and Wonka, and that one where he's in the Italian countryside.
They're French, I think. But yeah.
Is it French?
I think it's French.
Interstellar.
Oh yeah,
Oh, fuck.
young Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's all I know him from.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's in some other stuff.
He's in other stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's in Little Women.
Yes.
Yeah, he
he's
was
in
there.
Little.
Yeah.
He's in that movie
With
where
Elena.
the asteroid hits the Earth.
Asteroid hits the Earth.
It's got like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah, don't look up.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
They're going to walk through the portal, yeah.
Everyone's walking
Just-
through portals.
Everyone
Everyone's
in
going to be
Hollywood.
walking through
Yeah.
portals. Yeah.
Everyone in Hollywood just comes out.
Yeah.
All right. That's Secret Wars. We've just given you like a big spoiler for what's going to happen in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
In like whenever that movie's coming out. They delayed it, right? So,
Yeah, they're still delayed now.
6-year-old Black Panther's going to walk through a portal
yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Anything else on the Marvels?
I think we covered it.
Yeah. Underwhelming.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah. There isn't an end credit scene, so it's just a mid credit scene.
I know, right? It's like, yeah. I think I waited, but like I wasn't angry because like I didn't have to go to the toilet by then. So yeah, it's good.
They could have done the Kamala Kate Bishop thing as a mid credit scene,
It did feel like that, yeah.
and they could have done the other one as an end credit scene, but they just did that as the end of the movie. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a big screw over now. I mean, they're sort of not doing mid credit scenes. Like, there's not a spoiler, but they didn't do it with Loki, and they didn't do it with Secret Wars. So yeah, that's
Secret
like,
Invasion.
that's the one. Yeah. So they're basically giving us the finger now. So yeah,
Yeah. What are the shows? Oh, there's Echo, I think, next.
Echo. They got to since they're only doing Deadpool next year, they've got to balance it out with some TV shows. So they got Agatha and Ironheart ready, I think. But yeah, but Daredevil's like halfway through production or something.
I think they're
No,
restarting.
they're restarting.
They're rebooting it, not yeah.
No, as in they're restarting. I think they started on it briefly. But I think they're starting with new writers and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the writer's strike and the actor's strike really threw them, and I
Yeah.
think maybe it was a good thing because they're just like, okay, we have to lose this complex and just like calm ourselves down and just not
Yeah.
be fuckwits about it.
All right. I think next week we'll talk about probably Loki season 2 if we watch it.
You can get it done. Yeah, one day binge. Yeah, you'd be right.
Yeah, I might watch it maybe later today. And we
No, I haven't started. Yeah.
so we'll definitely review that because we have reviewed all the shows, and by all accounts, this one's actually good. So
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah.
It is better, like consistent with earlier Marvels and all that. So
yeah, so we'll definitely review that. But we did watch the Hunger Games
Songbirds,
Ballad of
snakes.
Yeah.
Snakes as
Snakes
well.
and
Yeah.
ladders.
It's got snakes. Yeah. It's
got
got
snacks.
Hunger Games die people.
Yeah.
Yeah. We watched that last night.
That's
We
part of
did
the spit pitch for the new book. So yeah,
we did it. We did a double show.
you Barb and Harpenter.
Yeah,
Mm.
we did Marvel Hunger.
Yeah.
Or Hunger Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that people do now.
Yeah.
We're starting it. Yeah, so we can talk about that next week as well. I don't think we've seen anything else in the recent past. This is the first episode we're doing in a while because you'll find out what happened because I have we have released by the time this episode's out, we have released the other ones, but my dog Remy got
the footage.
Yeah, he was. So first I saw him on my laptop one day.
Yeah.
Like he jumped onto my computer on my laptop when I was editing an episode. So I had Final Cut Pro open. I was editing an episode and then I just saw him on my on my table. I'm like, what are you doing, Remy? And then the next day I found him with my SD card and it was destroyed. So obviously he didn't like our content and he wanted to get to the source and destroy.
Yes.
From the sounds of things, though, he's not going to be strong enough to pull down a whole Christmas tree, which is what my dog did.
He'll probably try, but I don't think he'll be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. How big is your dog?
Oh, Rusty and Mac were basically no bigger than the chest of drawers.
Okay.
Just shorter than that, but strong enough to pull down a whole Christmas tree. So yeah, I don't even care for Christmas. So yeah.
Okay. Now Remy's smaller than that, but yeah, he'll definitely try to do stuff like that. Okay. Thanks, Brian, for
No
coming
worries.
again.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get you back on for something
We'll figure something out.
in the future. Yeah.
Try something not Marvel
Hopefully something
related.
good.
Yeah. Not June, no, because I probably will shit on that one.
No problem. All right. If people want to get in touch with us and tell us about their thoughts on the Marvels, how they go about it.
So you can contact. That's weird. Something stuck in my throat. You can contact us at cognitiverecalibrationpodcast@gmail.com or all social media platforms at Cognitive Recalibration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a flirk in your mouth.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you're happy about.
I like the cats. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like kittens in this, right? They're
Yeah.
not-
I like the goose as well. Like,
Yeah,
mate.
gooses. Yeah.
Hmm.
If you want to support the podcast, you can do so via giving us a subscribe if you are watching on YouTube. Obviously, subscribe to us on the audio feed that you're listening to if you are listening via audio. And leave any comments down below, obviously, and we'll get to them when in the next episode. All right. I think that's it. Bit underwhelming, but we got there in the end.
Yeah.
Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you're all staying safe. Thanks again, Brian, for joining us. And we'll see you in the next episode.
See ya.
Cheers.